So similar to last time, guys, where I made another video about violence against women in the city of Houston, particularly in Harris County. We're taken to the far north side in the Spring area where we have a man accused of starving, beating a woman. In the Spring area, off of the 5300 block off of FM 2920. Now, like I said, this is far north in Houston. If you're coming from out of downtown, it'll take you about, 30 to 40 minutes. Just depends on traffic just to get up there. If not an hour, just depends. In Houston, you never know. But a man is out on $50,000 bond after being arrested last week and is accused of starving and beating a woman he met on Bumble. You know, I've never used any dating apps myself. I don't use them at all, really. I just prefer to meet in person if I meet anyone. But Zachary Kent Mills is charged with first-degree aggravated kidnapping. What's interesting is, according to court documents, authorities received a report of a patient that had arrived in the 5300 block of 2920 wanted to report an assault. When authorities arrived, the victim told authorities she met with Mills on Christmas Eve at his apartment after he picked her up from her home. The victim stated that as soon as they arrived at his apartment, he attempted to have intercourse with her, but was denied by the victim. So once again, we see a situation where someone was rebuffed. And the thing about this, guys, is you just don't know how people will react, and we live in an emotional society. So anyway, court documents stated that when she denied Mills, he immediately began to assault her by using a closed fist. So he punched her and wouldn't let her leave the apartment. He also bit her on the neck and the face. The victim also reported to authorities that when Mills's hands got tired from hitting her, he would grab a screwdriver and strike her with the handle of the screwdriver. Now, authorities said Mills also didn't provide any food or water for 5 days. For the 5 days she was kept against her will. Now, I think it's common knowledge that you can't go without water for about 3 days. So I'm assuming he gave her the bare minimum, at least on the water end. Food, I can believe. Water, at the same time, the body's capable of, depends on activity and what she was doing. But regardless, that's 5 days without water, ladies and gentlemen. That's insane. The victim was able to leave when Mills left the home to go to his father's house. She gathered her clothes, ran out the door, and contacted the first person she came in contact with them to tell what happened. So court documents stated that the victim was left with severe bruising to both eyes, bite marks, cuts through her throat and nose, severe bruising in the majority of her body. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a situation where, once again, you have to use discretion, right? On one hand, you don't want to judge and you want to assume the best of everyone, but at the same time, you have to use care and caution when dealing with people romantically, right? Like I said, we live in an emotional world. People react for nothing, essentially. Everybody keep your head on a swivel. Watch who you're dating, man. Watch who you're dating. A lot of people just willy-nilly about things. I know it can be lonely out there, but it's not worth the trouble, guys. It's the Bayou City Report. I'm checking out. Take care. God bless. Peace.